Good morning. This is Marco Phil, Honors Task Force Coordinator, and here to bring you some honors tips today of how you might be able to use this time that you are stuck at home, not with club ministries. One of the ways that I have found very useful for a lot of the nature honors is a online program that's free called Quizlet.com. It allows for a lot of those honors. Specifically, the ones I found it most useful for are the nature honors that have a lot of know this, know that, identify this, know the scientific name of, know some things that identify. Those kind of requirements are really easy to do with Quizlet. And so, for example, here, I have a whole bunch of flower culture, water science, raptors, geological geocaching, microscopic life. You see the list here. Most of them are nature honors. I want to go and choose right here, Cat Pathfinder Honors Requirements 1 through 6 and 8 as a good example of something that you can do. Notice as soon as I click on it, it goes to flashcards. And if I click right on the card, it will help me find the answer. And I can go to the next one, boom, like so. One of the most fun things that I've done, I think, that I use as I memorize and learn this kind of stuff is I go to match, because then it creates a game. And I want to make everything disappear as fast as possible. And so see how the cards that show up, and I go, okay, 5 toes, okay, they help, let me see. What is the main food? How are the cat's ears protected? And what I have to do is drag the answer onto the question. So, for example, for this one, I'm looking for something about the uses or what makes cats so cool. On this one, here we go, eyes of cats alike. And if I drag it over, it disappears. My goal is to get all of them to disappear in as short a time as possible. Now, obviously, I haven't done this one recently, and I'm pretty slow. You get really good, you can do it in less than 10 seconds. I have often found Pathfinders who can do a set like this in under 6. So really cool. There's a really cool feature. If you go back to the flashcards page and scroll down just a little bit, by the way, there's all the editing space here that you can just continue to edit. You can even go back, see the edit button. You can have the lady read to you the answers. But probably one of the coolest things is right here, share. And you can share on social media. You can share this link, copy that link to a whole bunch of friends. Like, let's say that this was a friends class honor. You could copy the link in an email sent to all of the friend families. You can also individually enter email addresses up here. It only accepts one at a time, but that is another cool way to share. That way, on the leaderboard, you can compete with each other for things like that match game. It takes a little bit of time to set up, but since it's crowdsourced, I would suggest having a whole club or the counselor and maybe all the kids in that unit set up a common login account, one that's just for that Pathfinder club, just for that Pathfinder club unit. And that way you could crowdsource and work on honors together collectively and then challenge each other as the time goes on. My guess is you could solve several nature honors relatively quickly. Of course, there's always the go do it requirements. Those may have to be modified in this kind of living environment with COVID-19 and all. But in many cases, the entire honor can be earned with collaborative share back and forth, because obviously, if a kid can do something in less than 10 seconds, they know the terms, they know the knowledge, they understand it. You don't have to have a pencil and paper test. That fastness, trying multiple times until they're actually good at matching them, probably suffices. Of course, there's the online test, which is pretty cool. And I typically choose the options of matching, multiple choice, true and false. The written one is really not that good, because it requires exact spelling. So if people aren't good at spelling, then that's going to be a problem. So anyway, hopefully this is good for you. Hopefully this is helpful for you this week. God bless.